So many lives lost because of one book, because of the secrets it holds. A blasphemous reporter who had no faith in ancient places. Stingy Yatsik, who sold the manuscript against Bateman's will. Impatient engineers who caused a cave-in and injured Bateman. And Burke, that vain, arrogant Burke who made others' achievements his own. And the fifth victim, whose despair will help Bateman finish his monstrous ritual. The curtain is closing, Lara. The show is about to end.
Bob's Motel, the place where Bateman's fiancée died, and where he will probably try to bring her back to life. I won't allow that. The time of cat and mouse games is over. It must end here and now. The engine is still warm. Someone arrived not long before me. Bateman? I had to get here as fast as possible. It would be stupid to rent some piece of junk only to have it break down in the middle of nowhere. I have to be careful. If Bateman is already here, I can't let him surprise me. If I make a mistake, it will be the end. No one will help me here. Door to one of the rooms, with a lock. I don't hear anything from inside. The shades in the window are drawn. One piece is ripped out at the top, but it's too high for me to look inside. Door to one of the rooms, with a lock. I don't hear anything from inside. The room is dark. I don't see anyone inside. Door to one of the rooms, with a lock. I don't hear anything from inside. I can't just open the door. Bateman would hear it if he's there. I assume he's armed. I have to be sure which room Bateman is in. The room is dark. I don't see anyone inside. The room is dark. I don't see anyone inside. I'll borrow the screwdriver. Door to one of the rooms, with a lock. I don't hear anything from inside. The room is dark. I don't see anyone inside. The room is dark. I don't see anyone inside. Door to one of the rooms, with a lock. I don't hear anything from inside. Door to one of the rooms, with a lock. I don't hear anything from inside. The room is dark. I don't see anyone inside. The shades in the window are drawn. One piece is ripped out at the top, but it's too high for me to look inside. Door to one of the rooms, with a lock. I don't hear anything from inside. I can't just open the door. Yes?
Lara, I have news for you. Wherever you are, you better sit down.
Near Tijuana, at Bob's Motel.
What? What are you doing in Mexico?
He is here, Diego. And I'm not going to let him escape this time.
Wait, for Christ's sake. I'll make some calls and have some backup sent over to you. Don't do anything on your own.
No, this won't wait. And Diego? Thank you.
Lara, listen, damn it, I had a call today.
The last entry is 4 days old. One Alejandro Munoz and his wife. Actually, I didn't expect Bateman to sign in here. I'll take those matches. Maybe I will need a light somewhere. Some kind of Mexican beer. I don't recall seeing this before, but that doesn't mean a thing. I'm really not into beer anyway. However, I can name a couple of good Mexican wines. This really isn't the time or place to relax. This surely wouldn't go anywhere, even if someone filled up the whole tank. The driving mirror has almost fallen off. No wonder. Almost nothing is holding in place on this wreck. Just what I needed. And the owner of this car probably won't be angry with me. The long hose is attached to the stand, but it's damaged. That's why the stand is out of order, if I understand well the contents of that sign. No idea why I would do that. No idea why I would do that. It was easy to detach the hose, but it has a long fissure in it. I don't know of what use it could be to me in such a state. Maybe someone used to drive here once and used this gas station. A man's body. Even in such heat, it hasn't started to decay. It's not been lying here for long. Without a doubt, it's Bateman's work. Poor guy. He probably just got in his way. I'd rather not examine him, but it looks like he was killed by a single shot. So no knife, no ritual. It seems Bateman is in a hurry. The welding torch is connected to gas bottles with a short hose. I'll detach the hose. It's too short, and the welding torch can't be moved anywhere with it. When not connected to the ignitable mixture source, the welding torch is useless. It's Bateman. I can see him. It's quite dark there. He probably has only a candle lit. He's leaning against a wall with his hands and forehead. And he's holding a gun. Damn, the mirror fell out of the frame and broke. Did he hear it? I should presume so. He has a gun, and he knows someone is here. What now? I'll take a shard. This whole construction is really rusty and held by a single anchor cable. Luckily in the same direction as the wind that's blowing into it. Were it not for that steel cable, wind would have torn the sign down long ago. If I released this cable, the wind would most likely knock down the sign so that it smashes the wall of Bateman's room. This would definitely make the sign collapse, but the cable is steel. I'll cut a piece of that leather. This is exactly the material I could use. There's a long, deep fissure in the hose. It's no surprise it wasn't in use. If I fasten the leather well, maybe it will work. The clamp's bolts are already loose. The clamp's bolts are already loose. The clamp is loose. I'll just take it. And here comes the second clamp. I'll throw the hose away. I don't need it anymore. The leather is partially fastened on the hose, but it probably won't be enough. Now it should hold well. The fissure is fixed. Now I can use the hose with the welding torch. Now only to attach it properly to the gas inflow and to the burner. I definitely don't want the gas leaking anywhere. Oxygen is flowing into the hose. The acetylene feed is now open. That welding torch could possibly solve my problems. I'll keep it in mind. I'll move the welding torch next to the anchor cable. While the burner melts the cable, I can move near the door, and as soon as the sign falls down, I'll rush in there and surprise him. After this crashes, he's going to be disoriented for a while. Oh God, let this work. Let's do it.
Drop the gun. Now. You're really a no-hoper. You know that? Ah! So what are we gonna do with it? So you know, Laura, what love means. True, unfailing, eternal love? That wound of yours, lethal, by the way. There are things which hurt much, much more. But they only hurt those for whom love is more than an empty word.
Yes, I know.
What could you possibly know? You know nothing. That I kill? So what? Even that's love. What is the life of a stranger worth compared to it? I killed 6 and I would kill 1,000. I would kill everyone if I have to. An empty, dead world with only her and me in it.
That's not love, that's madness.
They died so that she may live. And now I must die too. You don't fear for me, do you? It won't take long. My sacrifice will complete the ritual, and the angel of death will have to obey me. He will bring me back. But what's most important, Lara, she will return with me. We're going to be together again. All is going to be just like it was before. But there is one last step to be taken. Let's finish it, Lara. What's going to happen now is not for your eyes.
Don't be so stubborn, Lara. You're bound by things beyond your understanding. Don't fight it. Yield to it.
Never. I have always relied on my reason and my abilities, not on faith. As long as I breathe, until my heart stops beating, I will look for him. I will fight. Yes, let's finish it. And then darkness. Nothing but darkness.
So the arrival of a special police team or your transportation to the hospital, you don't recall any of that?
No. And Amanda, thanks for listening to me.
Listening is my job. And that story of yours, you could have died, you know that?
I was lucky.
The medical record even says you're... Atherton. Great. She'll be glad. Sure. I won't tell her you called. Jimenez, he's been asking about you every day.
I won't tell her you called? What did that mean?
He cares about you, probably more than he's willing to show.
He's great. I know, but you too. That's why I brought Max to you for therapy then.
You probably guess he's the reason I'm here now. Some parts of your story were disturbing. That the serial killer left messages and symbols only Max could had known.
But I don't believe that Max was Bateman. Or else I wouldn't have killed him, would I?
And the angel of death? That's a bit too much.
But I've seen her. I've spoken with her. I know some things directly from her.
Lara, listen. While it's unusual for a patient to create a person inside their own head and then consider it a real living person, it's not unheard of. Max told you about the angel of death, and you've created him inside your head. You were alone. You missed Max's helping hand, so you created someone to talk to. Someone that would help you. It's logical that no one else could see him.
So, I'm crazy? No, I don't believe that.
I didn't say that. In your case, it's not a steady state. Even now you feel it doesn't make sense, don't you?
But...
Well, it will be best to tell this straight. I've checked some things. Jimenez helped me with it. That Sheehan you cooperated with in China, she actually never worked for the FBI. She committed suicide. The FBI also checked the shaft on Mission Street where those dead bodies were found. They didn't find anything on the walls there. No writing, no sign, not even the remains of something erased. I've seen police photos from that Chinese restaurant. There was no writing on the freezer door. And Bateman? He was unsuccessfully undergoing medical treatment for dissociative identity disorder. He wanted to run away, and he wanted to get caught at the same time. That's why the clues were so confusing. Shall I continue?
But, Kira, she was so real.
So tell me, what did she look like?
Wait, now that you mention it...
Let me guess. You can't recollect her appearance, or you've given her the first face that occurred to you. Until one particular moment, everything was real. That painting in the church underground contained some random connection with 2 of Max's paintings. And it was in that moment that your mind, wanting to get Max back so much, started creating its own world.
I don't know. I need time to think about it.
Well, I should go. I think you have another visitor. I'll come tomorrow. Doctor, she's yours.
Why have you come? I won't argue with you anymore.
Well, maybe this time we will agree. I'd like to apologize and say that as far as professional matters are concerned, you did an excellent job. You're getting promoted.
Great. Forgiven. You may go.
No, there's more. When you left for San Francisco, Diego told me he wanted to hire some people in Кейптауне to keep searching for your husband. I managed to get him some funding, and those people of his crawled through all the hospitals, slums, and fishermen's villages there. They showed his photo hundreds of times and asked for someone injured, someone who could have lost his memory.
Thanks, but you didn't have to do that. It was pointless anyways.
Was it? Well, I guess that's another one of those things we won't agree on.
She lost a friend I didn't know. I was just a friend you didn't show. Just do what you meant, so I should go. I should go, just go away.
What about them?
Put them to rest. It's time to go to sleep. For them. And for me.
That book, is it true? Does it tell how to live forever? How to bring someone back to life?
You can't believe all what they say.
But you said we had to hide it.
That book isn't dangerous because of what it contains. It's because of what people think it contains. What they are capable of doing to get it.
Well, it is safe in here.
Yes, Jabali. It better be.